Hi everyone, it's Stephanie. Welcome back to the weekly Excel tip. Today we're going to talk about circular references, what they are, how to find them, and how to fix them. But first I want to circle back to last week's video where we talked about tracing precedence to an external linked file. And I found something with that I wanted to share with you. So let me go ahead and open up the file that has an external link involved. It's this one here. Now, I am cued to the fact that I have, that there's a link here to an external file just by virtue of this enable content button. But that may not work, especially if I got this emailed from somebody else. I don't want to enable that. I want to find where is this link existing in the spreadsheet. So the way I do that is with the find function. So under pressing Control F, I'm looking for anything that is referencing another Excel file. So I will type .xls and I want it to look in the whole workbook and click Find All. And it's going to give me a list of any cell. This one is on, it's in this workbook on this tab in this cell. And I will go ahead and click on that. And it already took me to it. And it's right here in cell B115. And I can tell indeed that it is linking to an external Excel file. So that's how it found it. Now, last week, under the Formulas tab, we talked about tracing precedence and how it will actually show you a little Excel icon, and you could double click to go to that spreadsheet. Here's my problem. Yeah, it doesn't work. So it only works if you have the spreadsheet open. So when you're in this link, you can see the path here and you can actually go and open that spreadsheet. And now I can go back to double click on this link and say go, and it will take me right to it on the other spreadsheet. So that's just a little addendum to what I talked about last week, is you do have to have the source data file open, but hopefully I've given you a good tip about how you can locate that data source and check it out. Now let's talk about circular references. A circular reference is when you have a formula that's sort of feeding off of itself somehow. Let me just open up the demo data that we had open last week, and I'm going to put a circular reference in here that might make sense to start. I will insert a row, and we're going to put in a management fee that is 5% of the expenses. So I'm going to say equals 5% times this expense number. But it's giving me an error. Basically, what you've done is like created a situation where a dog is chasing its own tail. Anytime you change this number, and it's going to change the total expenses number, so it actually, Excel doesn't know what to do with that. So it would be better to right-click, cut, and right-click, insert cut cells, move it down here. And now it is no longer part of that sum formula where it's calculating on itself. So it's moved it out of that expense total and brought it into a separate area. So that's a circular reference. Now, what happens if you inherit a file and it has circular references in it? Let me open up that file. It's this one here. You will get this pop-up that says there are one or more circular references, and you will also see in the bottom left corner of your spreadsheet a little circular reference indication, and I'm just going to blow it up here. Looks like this. That means that it is somewhere in an open spreadsheet anywhere. If I go back to my demo data, and this is a healthy spreadsheet that we were working with, you'll see it still says circular references on the bottom. So there is something open somewhere. And I know it's in that spreadsheet that I just opened. But if you didn't know that, how do you find it? Back on the Formulas tab, under Error Checking, you can click on Circular References, and it will show you the first circular reference error that it found. Click on that and it'll take you right there. And here in cell B19, we have a problem, and that is that it is summing. I'm going to do control accent like I did last week. It's summing from B14 through 19, but really it should just be going through 18. I'll do control accent to get rid of that. And let me just edit it up here to say 18. And now it's working. If you noticed before, that was a 0. I just clicked undo and it says 0 because it doesn't know what to calculate. But let's click redo to fix that error again. And now it's working. The circular reference error is gone. But I have found when people are working with spreadsheets and they don't know how to fix the error, they may try other things to try to force it to work. And that's what's happened in this spreadsheet. If I do control accent, changing that, I just want to kind of look around these other formulas and make sure that they're working. And right here, I can see that this formula is not behaving like the other formulas. It's actually referencing this total here. So it would be better to copy and paste that right here. And this one is doing the same thing. Paste it here, and these look better. So just look around and make sure that the other formulas are working. I'll do control accent again, and the spreadsheet makes more sense now. Now let me open up one more circular reference spreadsheet and just show you a quick way to use circular references and how to find them easily. Under formulas, error checking, circular references, if you actually, before you get down to the cell reference, if you right click on circular references and say add to quick access toolbar, it added this up here in the upper left corner, this little circular reference icon. And now I can click on this and it will take me right to this where the error is in this spreadsheet, cell I-19, which happens to be hidden. So I'm going to highlight these columns and right click and say unhide and go back to my circular reference, I-19, press F2 and change that to I-18. And I still have a circular reference error down in the lower left, and it tells me it's an I-24. Go here, and this should be summing just to I-23. And now my circular references are gone. So this spreadsheet is good, healthy, and happy. So I hope you found that video useful. Please go ahead and send me your spreadsheets if you have tried these techniques and you still have circular reference errors. I'm happy to help you with that. I've helped lots of people in the last 3 weeks since we've been doing these videos. It's stephanie.devos@salemmedia.com. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications, and I'll see you next time.